Hey, what's up guys? This is Code Beginners and today's our lecture is about selectors and we are going to discuss the selectors in detail, what are selectors and how they do work, okay? So basically the first point is all HTML elements are selectors. So all elements that are related to HTML are selectors like paragraph, the p tag if you remember, and the headers h1 to h6, and the other elements that are related to HTML and that are called HTML elements like ordered list and unordered list. These all are selectors, and you can select them and you can use them as a selector to make changes in their CSS properties and in that CSS file. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take an example here, and let's select anything. Let's write the code and just select something into that, and then put it into it. Okay, so here is our code. Let's say I select p. I select this p. Okay, so this paragraph P, so these are all selectors, but for now let's say I select P. Okay, so I'll give it a value like sorry, first is property, so property should be font size, and let's say I give it a size of 23 px. Okay, so this is basically the property, this is the value, and this is the selector, and because that is the HTML selector, and all the elements of HTML could be the selector. I mean paragraph, the link, a text, the header text, the body, the head, the title, and even this div, this a, everything that is an HTML element that could be a selector as well. Okay, I hope this point is clear to you now. And the next is multiple selectors. How can we select multiple? How can we use multiple HTML elements to be multiple selectors? So let's see. Let's go ahead and let's see how can we do that. Okay, for that purpose, let's say I write div tags, and inside these div tags, let's say I write again div tags. Okay, so these are two div tags that are nested into each other, and now let's say I write here paragraph p. Okay, so let's say I write here code beginners is love. All right, so let's save it. Alright, so go to stylesheet.css, and now I need to select these three HTML elements as selectors. Okay, so this div, and p. So let's see how can we select them as multiple selectors. Okay, so I just need to write here div, and then p. Okay, as like the arrangement, if I will write here div p div, then it will be wrong. If I will write p div, then it will be wrong also. So I hope you will get the concept, and look at this p, look at this div, look at this div. Just keep in your mind that arrangement is necessary. Whatever the arrangement, whatever the nested arrangement of your code is, you have to just write like that. Okay, so now let's write here something like font family Verdana. So this is it, and let's save this too. Let's go ahead and open containing folder, and let's open it, and let's see what we have on our output. All right, so we have this code beginner is love. You can see that font family is changed to Verdana from its basic font family, whatever it is. Okay, so that's next is one selector to rule them all right, so let's see. So here it is. Let's add another paragraph to it. not to it, but outside the div tag, the final div tag, but inside the body. Let's say I add h3 and it is pro beginners. Okay, so let's save this and let's go to stylesheet.css and just remove this. Let's say I want to select all these selectors. I mean these div, and then h3. I want to select them all. I want to select all of them as selectors. So for that I just need to write here style and just put the brackets on and just write here, let's say border style none. Okay, so just write here border 2px dashed black. Okay, so let's save it and let's go ahead and refresh this. There you go, you have or selected all the selectors, all the elements of the HTML, and they have a 2px dashed border. Hope this concept will be clear to you now. So I will see you in the next video. Until then, thank you for watching and please do subscribe to my channel.